What do these 20 pictures have in common? They are 20 of the most insane sculptures in the world.
You could say things are getting pretty serious.
Number 20. The first sculpture on our list is titled Expansion and was designed by Paige Bradley. It is a beautifully crafted mixed media sculpture combining bronze, electricity, and mixed media. It features a woman sitting in the cross-legged lotus position for meditating and was photographed in 2004 against the Manhattan skyline. Number 19. Standing 35 feet tall over the grounds of the Villa di Pratolino in Tuscany, this half-man, half-mountain sculpture was erected in the late 1500s by Italian sculptor Giambologna. Inside the Colossus, you will find secret rooms. It is even said that the space in his head was left for a fireplace so smoke would blow out of his nostrils. Number 18. Italian artist Lorenzo Quinn's sculpture, The Force of Nature, depicts Mother Nature as a woman seen hurling planet Earth around in circles. The Force of Nature is a series of sculptures, each slightly different, and installed in various places around the world, from the US to England, as well as Monaco and Singapore. The artist was inspired by witnessing destruction from hurricanes in Thailand, Louisiana, and other cities around the world. Number 17. Considered one of Lithuania's most celebrated statues, the Black Ghost looks like a Harry Potter Dementor crawling out of the water onto the pier. The bronze-hooded statue stands over 2.4 meters tall. Its long, bony fingers extend out from its cloak, gripping a lantern. The Black Ghost is based on an old Lithuanian legend dating back to 1595, where a hooded ghost figure warned a passing guard that the city's supply of grain and timber wouldn't be enough. The ghost then disappeared as quickly as it had appeared. Number 16. You will find this 1,700-pound, 20-foot-long, and 8-foot-high sculpture by Zenos Fridakis in the city of Philadelphia. The Freedom Sculpture, also titled Breakthrough from Your Mold, is about the struggle for achievement of freedom through the creative process. Number 15. In a roundabout near the Varlungo Bridge in Florence, Italy, you will find a bronze sculpture titled Rain Man. The talented Belgian artist Jean-Michel Foulon was born in 1934 and has had his exhibitions of his work shown all over the world from New York to Milan. Number 14. Next on the list is definitely a favorite. Diminish and Ascend was created by artist David McCracken for an annual event in Bondi, Australia, known as the Sculpture by the Sea. While it looks like a stairway that ascends infinitely into the heavens, it is just an optical illusion. Number 13. In 2006, sculptor, environmentalist, and professional underwater photographer built what he describes as the world's first underwater sculpture park. Vicissitudes was made from life-size casts of children from different backgrounds. It depicts the figures in a circle holding hands and symbolizes growth, chance, and natural transformation. Number 12. This stunning 6-foot-tall sculpture of a man with a raindrop covering his face was created by Ukrainian artist Nazar Bilik. Titled Rain, it is dedicated to the inner dialogue of a man with himself. The piece is about man's lifelong search of unanswered questions. Number 11. Outside the UN, you will find the sculpture of a giant Colt Python 357 Magnum revolver with a knotted barrel with the muzzle pointing upwards. Titled Non-Violence, but known as the Knotted Gun, this piece was created by Swedish artist Carl Fredrik Reuterswärd. He sculpted the pieces after his friend, former Beatle and peace activist John Lennon, was shot dead in 1980. There are 30 installations of non-violence around the world. This piece outside the UN is the original. Number 10. Now we're halfway there to number 1. UK sculptor Robin Wright takes stainless steel wire and creates these captivating sculptures of fairies fighting the wind, clutching onto dandelions, or clinging to trees. You can even pop over to the artist's website and purchase your own fantasy wire do-it-yourself kit for less than $70 US. Number 9. You'll find amazing works of art and sculptures at the yearly Burning Man Festival here in Nevada. But in 2016, one really stood out. Love, by Ukrainian sculptor Alexander Milov, said his piece demonstrated the conflict between a man and a woman, as well as the outer and inner expression of human nature. To quote the artist, he said, "Their inner selves are executed in the form of transparent children who are holding out their hands through the grating. As it's getting dark, the children start to shine. This shining is a symbol of purity and sincerity that brings people together and gives a chance of making up when the dark time arrives." Number 8. Growing up in Texas, I've had the pleasure of seeing this sculpture in person many times. Mustangs by Robert Glenn is a bronze sculpture located in Williams Square in the community of Las Colinas, located just outside of Dallas, Texas. Considered to be the largest equestrian sculpture in the world, it commemorates the wild Mustangs that once inhabited a vast majority of the Texas plains. Water fountains give an added effect to the horses' hooves splashing as they make their way across the fountain. Number 7. Mihai Eminescu was a Romanian poet, and this monument in Onesti, Romania, utilizes negative space in the branches of trees to reveal a portrait of the man, which can only be seen by looking at it from a specific angle. Number 6. The Caring Hand is an original sculpture by artist Eva Orletti and Beat Huber. A single hand rising from the ground and gently wrapping its fingers around a tree signifies a message for environmental responsibility and care. Number 5. Number 5 is another favorite and is a sculpture of a giant man crawling out from underneath a blanket of grass and is titled simply Popped Up. This amazing work of art can be found in Budapest and was created by artist Irvin Laurent Irving, who said it symbolizes freedom and the desire to break free. Number 4. French artist Bruno Catalano is responsible for these eye-catching bronze sculptures that depict realistic humans with vast portions of their bodies missing. 10 of the life-size sculptures of people on their way to work were on display in Marseille. Titled The Voyagers, their purpose was designed to get you to ask yourself, what is missing? What has been left behind? Questions I'm sure anyone stuck in a Monday life of working 9 to 5 probably ask themselves every day. Number 3. Outside the State Library in Melbourne, Australia is a sinking building titled Architectural Fragment. Installed in 1992 by artist Peter Spronk, the corner of a library rises from the pavement like an archaeological artifact and was designed to create a dialogue between art, history, and place. The artist said it reflects the past and alludes to the transience of the present. Number 2. Maimon is a sculpture made up of bronze, stainless steel, and marble by artist Louise Bourgeois. Known as the Giant Spider, it stands over 30 feet high and over 33 feet wide, making it one of the world's largest sculptures. Sadly, the artist lost her mother to an unknown illness when she was just 21. Maimon is the word for mom in French, and the sculpture was created in recognition of the artist's mother and alludes to her strength. Louise was quoted as saying, "The spider is an ode to my mother. She was my best friend. Like a spider, my mother was a weaver." Number 1. Last but not least, a giant bathing woman has to be the funniest sculpture on the list. Created by artist Oliver Voss, the 13-foot high and 67-foot long sculpture made of styrofoam and steel was on display at the Binnenalster Lake in Hamburg, Germany. Alright, that closes out another edition of Serious Delivery. If you enjoyed the video, click like, don't forget to subscribe, and here are a couple more videos for you to check out.